Welcome back to the show, everybody. The most dangerous hands in the multiverse to lose, baby. Because, we have got a busy, and I mean busy newscast for you today. I got the squadron in the building. I got Bessie in the building, Janine in the building. I got the congregation behind me. So, we's about to get to work. So, let's get to work. Professional wrestling. That thing I love to talk about, man. We deep in our road to WrestleMania in this wonderful, wonderful world of the Savage era and the Elimination Chamber. Now, it's like for people who've watched my past reviews, y'all know I know what time it is, and if you don't, let me let you know. We on the road to WrestleMania, like I said, and in that we have pay-per-views like this one. The major pay-per-view that does this, the Elimination Chamber. Where at this point, this is where things get busy. It's like the Royal Rumble is the setup. You start to put your pieces together by mainly getting your two main events together. And it used to be two main events. And now technically it still is, but now it's for the women and the men when you deal with the Royal Rumble. And right now, on the women's side, you got the man. Probably the best entertaining wrestler on the planet, Becky Lynch, the man putting in work, and Seth Rollins, but that's got nothing to do with Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins, I guess. And then after that, you have a whole bunch of shows you watch, and then you get to the point where there's a pay-per-view where you're supposed to get your payoff. But in the Elimination Chamber, and any pay-per-view leading up to and including any Raw, SmackDown, or even hell, the B shows you might watch, titles can change hands, people can get injured, anything can happen, and you have to make those adjustments so that when you get to the grandest stage of them all, you know exactly what it is. So, in all that talking, welcome to your first course correction pay-per-view where if they thinking of something in the back or they want to do something, this is where you lay those seeds. And also, in this, you also lay those seeds for anything else you're trying to do for WrestleMania, because as the pay-per-views become less, it becomes more on the shows to build up to the grandest page of them all. So it is what it is with that. But I've done enough talking. But I figured, I got a feeling, I got a couple new people coming through. So I figured I'd lay that on you. So let's talk about a pay-per-view, shall we? There's a pre-show. There's a Cruiserweight Championship. I've heard of this. And Buddy Murphy's still the champion. And, that's about it. I'm serious. I don't pay any attention to this. It's like I have zero involvement with watching 205 Live in any way, but the matches be good, but I don't care enough about the build up to it to invest into it to even watch the pre-show. But good on Buddy Murphy for still being the champion, and he's been the champion for quite a long time because they probably don't have anyone qualified enough to actually champion the damn championship, so give it to Buddy Murphy. So it is what it is with that. So, excusing all that, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Our first Elimination Chamber match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Boss and Her Connection are your inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions. Now, in this, I'm just going to be honest for real. When the build up to all of this has just been crazy and things of that nature, and you got Nia Jax wrestling men and injuring them and things like that, and everybody else in the match doing their thing, and you got the whole Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. I'm talking about Sonya Deville as Mandy Rose and Naomi thing and all that old stuff. More on the Usos later. The thing is, this was going to end one of two ways. Either Sasha and Bayley were going to win, or Nia Jax and Tamina were, because when you look at the rest of the teams in this match, why would they make one of you guys the inaugural champion? Not saying that there's nothing wrong with any of these superstars, but here it is from both of those things. And we'll take it from the Nia Jax Tamina side first, just so you understand where I'm coming from. If they really want to start to build a WrestleMania program where you get excited for the good guys to whoop the bad guys, you had the bad guys win. And I'm not saying that Nia Jax and Tamina are bad guys or heels or whatever, but I'm saying that that's a perfect way to book that. You know what I'm saying? Or the tag team name that I'm stealing from Corey Graves up in here, the Samoan Slaughterhouse. Hashtag Samoa Slaughterhouse. I'm sorry. Samoa Slaughterhouse, bro. What? Corey Gray, what's wrong with you, my nigga? What? Samoa Slaughterhouse, bro. I'm dead as fuck. Samoa Slaughterhouse, bro. No. But yes. But no. Anywho, as I was saying, is that if what they wanted to do was to build their WrestleMania program, that would be your answer, because no one else in this match even legitly qualifies in that instance unless you finna do one hell of a build with any of these other competitors to be the thing you conquered WrestleMania. I don't think with the build time that you would have to try to do that, I don't know if you could pull it off. Or you could go with what will be, after I explain this to you, when you go, oh shit, the competent answer. You may think it may be simple as Sasha and Bayley winning the Women's Tag Team Championship and becoming the inaugural champions. But, as usual, Uncle Triple got a thought for you that came into my head not soon after that Bayley and Sasha couldn't talk and were crying and celebrating, is the following. Ask yourself this question if you remember. Who was the inaugural women's champion? And I'm talking about the women's champion who is on Raw. The red belt. The red one. You know what I'm saying? That was a belt before it got split up into a belt. I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, one Charlotte Flair. If I'm not mistaken, just so we put that out there, more on Charlotte Flair fine ass later. I got one for you too. Who was the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion? Oh, wait, you know her. My favorite wrestler in the damn world, the man, Becky Lynch. And who just won the inaugural Women's Tag Team Championships? Sasha Banks and Bayley. Just like that. Say no more. So history has been made. Whether or not this ultimately gets mentioned at some point at all by this organization, who fucking knows? But I just want you to know that Uncle Triple knew. I just want you to know that Uncle Triple knew that. Is aware of that and just putting that on your table. The match was alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their chance to shine, including the Iconics, which, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I had to give an alright MVP award to you within this match and you did something for 5 seconds, the Iconics. I give it to them. They clowned for a minute and then got thrustily eliminated. And then, and then they made a big deal of Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Sasha and Bayley being in the same position they were last year in last year's Elimination Chamber, which I thought was kind of story dope. But, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, this is the way that it probably most likely was going to end anyway. So, alright, that makes sense. And you just take it for whatever it is. And I'm just like, yo, at some point, Samoa Slaughterhouse is my new celery. I can't say the word celery, but I'm laughing because it's a reference to My Little Pony. Celery. But regardless though, Samoa Slaughterhouse, they gonna be on the move. Expect them within the next couple of months for them to hold the titles across their belts. Given what I've heard, you know what I'm saying, via, wrestling things and things like that, it's going to be an interesting thing to really see, like, because from my understanding, from based off what I've heard, the brand split ain't going nowhere. And I think for the good of the company, brand split, you keep Raw, you keep SmackDown, you don't combine titles and things. I don't think that's the case. It's too much talent floating around on the main roster. Too much talent floating around in the 90 versions of NXT at this damn point. Damn Hunter Hearst shit. What you doing? You Hunter Hearst putting wrestling fans in a Hunter Hearst shit, nigga. Regardless, too much talent in the WWE to be sitting up here be like, yo, we doing one thing. Is we need time for everybody. And I really think the brand split is here to stay. Prove me different when the day after WrestleMania, or they announced it before then. I don't know. But the only thing that I want to say, I wonder if this was a couple of months ago Before we forgot that Asuka is the SmackDown Women's Champion, because that matters zero in the scheme of anybody's anything, because we forgot that SmackDown has a champion. Is maybe she would have been part of the tag team thing, and maybe would have been in there with Naomi instead of what's that girl's name? Carmella. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, I don't believe I just couldn't think of Carmella's name. I should feel bad, and I kind of do. These are lies, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Boston Hug Connection, really, really love the name. Rock and Sock Joint, you know what I'm saying? Throwback shit. Your inaugural tag team champions history, just like that. Moving right along, as much as I appreciated this, the finish was for the best, one way or another. We are now back, locked inside the Uso Penitentiary, because my boys, the Usos, are once again the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the way it should be. Now, I'm not saying I didn't appreciate or enjoy the Miz and Shane McMahon as champions, and something about Miz's daddy, blah, 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 Shane jumping off shit, because when Shane jumps off things, it makes me happy, makes me a happy camper. The thing is that, actually, you know what? There is no thing is. It's just what the thing is. Right now, the Usos need to be the champions. They just need to be, just for the sake of the division itself. Now, whether this is some ultimate thing for them to win it back at WrestleMania, or it's time for technical babyface Miz, if you really want to go with it like that, to do the thing I need him to do and win the damn WWE Championship from Daniel Bryan, I'd appreciate that too. Because if that's what you lead, if that's what you're leading up to, that's super great. I'd appreciate that most definitely, because that's what I want, and and I'm a wrestling fan, so what I want is very important. We all know that's not true, but that's just what I've been wanting all year, was for that payoff to come back, and especially now that Daniel Bryan is evil Captain Planet. I forget what the hell was even Captain Planet's name. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, there was a plot at some point in Captain Planet and the Planeteers where all they normal bad guys got evil versions of rings and was able to serve in an evil version of Captain Planet, who sat up here and gave Captain Planet the biggest L of his motherfucking career. Like, that, but old, I think they called him like Captain Nukem or something. You know what? Hold up. I'm finna bring up Google motherfucking Chrome. Cause I wanna know there. Give me a second. Captain Planet Evil. Let me see. Captain Pollution. There you go. Had to bring up Google motherfucking Chrome real quick. Captain Pollution delivered Captain Planet the fucking giantest L of his motherfucking career. Got his ass whooped. And then I forget, but from what I remember when I was a kid, I remember Captain Pollution just getting bodied by something mad fucking random. That is all I remember. That Captain Pollution got bodied by something simple. And hell, if I'm finna sit up here and find this episode, you know what? Note to self: watch Captain Planet and the Planeteers and just do a review on it. Cause damn, what the fuck was the 90s, my nigga? Okay, cool. So, remind me, internet, we gonna watch Captain Planet and the Planeteers because we want to see how Captain Pollution got bodied. But I remember when Captain Pollution bodied Captain Planet, I was like, damn, like, yo, like, catching knees. I'm just like, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Catching L's, baby. But regardless of that, match was amazing. Like, I'm like, whenever my boys the Usos get in the ring, they clown. That's what it is. I love watching them. And I'm like, my thing is that I love watching Shane jump off shit. Like, I enjoy watching the Miz wrestle, which is a thing I thought I'd never hear myself say, like, and for real speak. But that match was great. And I'm like, it's like the Usos clown, they clown. But I think this is just what's right immediately for SmackDown's tag team division to get it really back on track again. So that it's not necessarily about the gimmick of Shane McMahon getting in there jumping off shit, but actual tag team wrestling. So there's that. Match was great. You should watch it. If you're going to pick a match out the pay-per-view to watch, this is one of those ones that you should. Finn Balor's the Intercontinental Champion. What the fuck even was this? See, this is coming from somebody who watched the whole build of this. I don't get it. Like, how do I say this? Finn Balor deserves better. Okay? Like, hell, Bobby... Hell, let me take that second part back. Lio Rush deserved better. And again, this is a fan of Lio Rush and his professional wrestling caliber. But honestly, my boy Finn deserved way better than to win the Intercontinental Championship in a match in this way because of weird tag team bullshit that has nothing to do with you. And I'm just like, the fuck? And my thing is, again, this makes no sense. It makes all the sense, but none of the sense. It makes sense, and the only way that it should is that you get the title off Bobby Lashley ass, and, you know, more on Bobby Lashley and the title later, and him not having it. And Lio Rush, he just need to go. He be on 205 Live when he feel like it, but, you know, he do a lot better job being Bobby Lashley's mouthpiece. But again, my boy Finn deserves way better than this. We are talking about the first Universal Champion, but that don't really matter because let's remember what happened last month. Finn Balor got in the ring with Brock Lesnar. Then after the match, the police asked him to touch on the door where a man who goes home to go fuck his wife and milk his cows touched you. So, okay. I don't know what to say. This match, why? The build, why? The match. Now see, here's the thing. Now that I think about this, because I've had a second to just get over remembering that, hey, Finn Balor just got in the ring with Brock Lesnar last month and got sexually molested, and then he gets in a match with Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush and wins the Intercontinental Championship, but I would have appreciated this match more if it was Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley in a one-on-one joint and Lio Rush did something dumb to cost Bobby Lashley the title. Not in this tag team nonsense. It's just, why? And it just, again, why? I don't know. I just had to enunciate that for you. You don't know. I don't get it. It makes no sense. Finn Balor deserves better, but they ain't finna put the Universal title on him anytime soon. Oh, speaking of, since I know what happened this whole pay-per-view, is Brock Lesnar home fucking his wife and milking cows still? Because he wasn't featured on this pay-per-view, but he's your Universal Champion. That's a conundrum. It's not a conundrum, by the way. Anywho, Ronda Rousey cosplayed as Sonya Blade, beat Ruby Riott 2 minutes later. Okay, that was a thing. Did you really think that Ruby Riott had a fucking chance against Ronda Rousey? The answer is no. In other news, when I was watching YouTube on my TV yesterday, you know what YouTube suggested to me that I watch? Ronda Rousey in body paint. That was amazing. Just put that out there, just for you to know what Uncle Triple did yesterday. Like, yo, I'm just sitting on the TV, watch YouTube. Do you want to see Ronda Rousey get painted into a swimsuit? Yes, the hell I do. And I'm just like, hell yeah. In other news, the man, I love her. The man, the fucking man. She is the no air quotes. The man, Becky Lynch. So let me set the stage. Let me set the stage for all of this. If you don't know, previously on professional wrestling in the United States of America, Becky Lynch beats down Stephanie, beats down Hunter Hearst and a Hunter Hearst sitting alongside riding shotgun with a sledgehammer. Beats them both down. Vinnie Mac calls himself the genetic jackhammer, the man, and suspends Becky Lynch for 60 days. It was seen that Saturday night, Becky Lynch just hopped out the crowd at a random house show And, tried to fight Charlotte, and Charlotte whooped that ass. But then Becky Lynch got the upper hand on her and whooped that ass, and then was escorted out the building. But allegedly escorted out the building mean being giving you some crutches and possibly riding out on a stretcher. So we fast forward to Sonya Blade sitting up here like, yo, you already in danger. Let me go ahead and, I don't know, hit you with this fatal blow for Mortal Kombat 11 and whoop your ass and get you out the ring, because why the hell are you even in the ring, Ruby Riott? Charlotte Flair had already come out like, I'm going to sit ringside to watch this match that I've been thrust in by Vince McMahon because we're really trying to get over the man, but here's the thing, Vinnie Mac, Becky Lynch is already fucking over, so we really don't really need this portion of this. So, hey, it is what it is. So, you got Charlotte Flair in the ring, you got Sonya Blade in the ring, like, yo, I'm gonna hit a fatality on you too, bitch, and then all of a sudden, the man, on crutches, doing this shit. I'm coming out. I'm coming for your ass, bitch. I'm coming, motherfuckers. I'm coming for that ass. I'm coming for that motherfucking cool old bitch. She hobbles in the ring, and they just having this Mexican standoff where you got a person on crutches, you got a person who was in a 30-second match with somebody who probably didn't even be in the match at all, and you got Charlotte Flair because Charlotte Flair, who's making a great heel, by the way. Applause. What proceeds to happen? Well, Becky Lynch proceeds to beat Charlotte Flair with crutches. And I mean, beat this bitch ass with crutches. Like, beat this bitch ass. Just mop, mop, mop. Repeatedly. Just check out. Time to check out, bitch. Get your ass whooped. L's. Catch these motherfuckers right here. So, L's getting called. Just bing, 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 bing. Catch these L's, right? So, after Becky Lynch has gotten enough of delivering Charlotte Flair these massive motherfucking L's, she looks over at Sonya Blade like, hey, you know what? I remember there been a couple of Mortal Kombat games that had some tag modes in it. Hey, you want to be my tag partner so we can whoop this bitch ass? Becky Lynch whooped that ass too. Sonya Blade ain't allergic to these ass whoopings because you just caught you 1-2 L's, bitch. Bing, 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 bing. The man fucks up everybody. After it's all said and done, you got the fake wrestling 5-0 dragging Becky Lynch ass out of there. Charlotte holding her arm. Fucking Sonya Blade holding her head because she bleeding from the brain. And it's just like, damn. And I'm just like, wow, right? Here's my question. Just number one. Numero uno. Let's go back a week. Let's go back to 1 week ago this morning, cause this Monday morning AM in the hood, right? Number one, Vinnie Mac. Was there really a reason to suspend Becky Lynch at this juncture for 60 days, regardless of what she did, and for the sake of the storyline? No, not really. When you really think about this, well, you could have gave her you could have done something other than suspend her, Vince. I'm just putting that out there. Just for storyline purposes, done something other than suspend Becky Lynch. The thing is that at this point, Becky don't fucking give a shit. And that's okay. That's great for her character because she's the fucking man. So she don't have to give a fuck, okay? So she just walks out anytime she feel like it, whooping a motherfucking ass, but you suspended though. So, given this, is that how? Well, you know what? I just answered my own question in my brain. Here's the question. How is Becky Lynch going to end up in that WrestleMania main event? Well, seeing that Sonya Blade was bleeding from the motherfucking head and shit, it was seen that she gonna beg, both of them gonna beg, they want her in that match. The thing is, I do not want to see a triple threat match between Sonya Blade, Ric Flair's daughter, and the man. I don't want to see that shit. And you want to know why? Because if what it is what it is an easy out that if they want Ronda to lose the title without actually being involved in the decision, which still makes a character, which don't make a character look bad, but it's still bullshit as a finish, that's okay. But I know what I want to see. And remember, we talked about what's important to me is important to wrestling. We know it's not, but I don't want to see that triple threat match. I don't. I don't think for the sake of what Becky got going, that's how you do it. Now, if the end result is Charlotte, if that's what y'all gonna do, which I don't think y'all should, makes it better for her because she's this super magical heel now. So if you want to do that, that's L motherfucking K. But if y'all really trying to put the title on Becky after how y'all booked her to win the Royal Rumble in the first place, I don't think this is what you want to do. Just putting that the fuck out there, just putting it out there, just pushing it over there because I don't know. We'll see how this develops because we still got at least one more pay-per-view and a whole bunch of Raw and SmackDown episodes to go. And then the question is, while we're talking about this, Asuka who? Other than all my review videos and mostly naked pictures of her that I have stored on a hard drive, Asuka who? Just putting that out there. Baron Corbin beat Braun Strowman after Baron Corbin and who the hell is that, Drew McIntyre, and for some reason Bobby Lashley out of nowhere did a triple powerbomb through 2 tables. Bishy, breaky, I am the table. What in the fuck even was this? Why is Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman still a thing we're booking? I don't know. I don't care. No one cares. Well, you know what? This is the world. Somebody cares about this. Not the person in front of this camera. Don't care. This was stupid. This was a waste of my time. This is a waste of Braun Strowman. Okay, we get it. You are not ever going to put the title on him. We get it. Baron Corbin, we don't care about him. Even when he was Constable Dumbass, we didn't care. Bobby Lashley, who, and Drew McIntyre, Drew McIntyre, okay, just why? Unless you really finna do something with Baron Corbin and them his running buddies now, and if you gonna do something with that, but even if you not, why this? Remember, and I'm saying this is disrespectful as fuck right now. Remember when women wrestling was a piss break? I had me a bowl of chili, and it was real good. The missus made a good ass bowl of chili. It is good. Like, it got all kinds of meats and shit in it. Had put some Puerto Rican hot sauce on it and some sour cream on it. Had me a nice big old jug of water. Speaking of some water, take me a water break. That's how boring this shit is. That's really good. Am I done being angry now? This angers me. Professional wrestling shouldn't anger me. But yet here I am, angry that I watched this on a pay-per-view. That I pay to watch. I don't get it. This was stupid and dumb, and other than that triple powerbomb spot, which I thought, honestly, regardless, was kind of motherfucking dope. No, totally not. So, here we are. Our main event of the evening. The Elimination Chamber for the men, where the WWE Championship is being defended by Captain Pollution. That's his name now. That's his name. Captain Pollution, the Phenomenal One, RKO meme, Killing Joe, Drunk Hardy, and how do I explain the past 120 hours in reference to Kofi Kingston? I can't. I cannot. More on that. Actually, you know what? Let's do this right now. I don't know what happened. Kofi Kingston became the darling of the WWE on an episode of SmackDown, watching that whole gauntlet match, I am amazed that at this point that Kofi is getting this much love. And I don't know whether that's because of fans who've been with him since he's been in the WWE, like me, who has always loved what Kofi has always done, who appreciate that he honestly getting a shot like this and getting this type of shine regardless of result is wonderful. There were times in Kofi's career before the New Day, I really thought they was finna do something. At some point, if you don't remember, you should go look up when Kofi had a can of paint and Randy Orton's card. Some great work by Kofi, and I really thought that was going to be his springboard into trying to get into the main event, but it never really happened for him. It's like, the thing is that Kofi done been a part of some great matches. He is the most decorated champion in the history of this company. Just because he been around long enough and then won so many titles. The one title that eludes you is the WWE Championship. The thing is, I came into this match knowing what the result was going to be. And I still rooted for Kofi. At the end of the day, Captain Pollution is still your WWE champion. But I wonder, and this is my whole question, match regardless, what do you do with this type of momentum for Kofi Kingston? Because we talked about earlier, you know, my dream still for babyface Miz to go whoop Captain Pollution's ass, because at this point I thought it was going to be Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan getting on my damn nerves with this vegan shit and fucking wood titles or whatever. I don't really care about that. But my thing is, and this is my thing, for real, just straight up swear, is at this juncture, at this legitimate juncture, what do you do with this kind of momentum for Kofi? I don't think that at this juncture and point, that they finna immediately get right back in the mix with the Usos. I don't think the New Day is about to do that. I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. No. I don't think, that's not the thing that makes sense, because I think that immediately when you think about the SmackDown Tag Team division, you got the bar in the building. So I really think that if nothing else, that whatever this is between Miz and Shane, they'll deal with, because, you know, the new Savage WWE don't do title rematches, or they'll do it when they feel like it, or forget that they said it a month and a half ago. I don't know. But this is the question. Do you really take this, and do you really take what is, and I'm going to say this live, a hand-gifted, bow-wrapped WrestleMania moment by doing a program with Kofi and Daniel Bryan? Do you do it? Do you pull the trigger on this? Because given this match, I'm like, how do I say this? I love AJ Styles. I just don't think at this juncture he really should be wrestling for the WWE title again. Randy Orton, he'll just RKO a motherfucker whenever he feel like it. Joe kill a motherfucker. Jeff Hardy is Jeff Hardy, right? So I don't really think for real that when you got all this popping off, for real, that Kofi would be perfect. That if they want to do it, this is your opportunity. Now, when you think about it in the context of that, I'm finna flip it on you, right? The context of other people who have been in this position that you might want to do something with. Do y'all remember the first time Mark Henry retired and then whooped the shit out of John Cena, and you really thought they was finna really give him a real title run, and then John Cena happened to him? No, that was the only actual example I actually brought to this review, but my point is you could probably think of others, but this is a golden opportunity that if they really, really want to do something with Kofi and pull the trigger on him, this is when you do it. I don't really legitimately think that Tuesday, that the way that it happened for Kofi to clown like that in that gauntlet match was going to turn into the whole WWE universe getting behind it. But the thing is, is you watching me and you watch this product just like I do. The WWE, when it comes to booking things, don't always do what is the sense or sensible thing. They may not see Kofi Kingston as a sensible thing to build a WrestleMania moment around. Daniel Bryan, regardless, he has become a heel that heels can be proud of, and I will give Daniel Bryan all the credit in the world for what he has done for this new Daniel Bryan character. This shit is amazing to watch. Like, I've watched Daniel Bryan stuff for years, or Bryan Danielson, or Vegan Man, or whatever you want to call him. He is an amazing talent, both on the microphone and more importantly in a wrestling ring. Daniel Bryan can do it. Now, I have my thoughts and reservations of when he decided that this is what he wanted to do to this heel stuff, and it took him a second to kick in the gear, but once he did, and once he fully committed to this character, it has been dope watching, and I gotta say that. But again, here we sit right here. Do you pull this trigger on that boy Kofi or not? Do you? Do you do it? It is going to be an interesting road to WrestleMania, because if they want to do this and they really want to give Kofi that month for him to win the title on the grand stage from a heel that could stand to be toppled, and you could write one hell of a story, because Kofi doing work with the New Day, he already got the love for the New Day, and even more that people who weren't respecting his game, he got their attention now. You could do a lot with this. The Savage era could use a shake-up like this. The Savage era could use a major shake-up like Kofi becoming a champion, dog. In this stage of his career, that he could become the WWE champion. I had a thought, but then I remembered oil money. So never mind that thought. It's gone. If you're looking for the rest of that thought, I was finna say remember Jinder Mahal, but then oil money. So never mind. Never mind. But that's still to say that the WWE won't sit up here and pull us a profit they ask every now and then. I take this. I take this all day. Because I watched that match when it got down to Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, knowing that Kofi was going to lose. Because it wasn't that I didn't believe in Kofi. It's just that I don't understand the booking, because of I spent like 2 minutes talking about what kind of pay-per-view this is for people coming to join us for the first time on my new shit, of understanding you wouldn't make a course correction on Daniel Bryan at this stage. You wouldn't do it. It don't make booking sense to do so. So I watched this match knowing that this is just a throwaway match that Daniel Bryan was going to win. But the hell, you didn't think after Tuesday that you would be able to and have this golden opportunity to build this WrestleMania moment for Kofi Kingston versus somebody who had one of the biggest WrestleMania moments in history in Daniel Bryan. This got what it takes to be straight, legit work. Swear. So anything can happen. It's McWorld, baby. It is what it is. Yo, that's that from me. At least when it comes to this subject right here. This was a great ass pay-per-view. Oh man, Most Dangerous has a multiverse to lose. Let me get some more water. I'm still a little parched here. Let me get a little water real quick before we get up out of here. Yummy. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. We'll see what happens between now and WrestleMania. But if they really want to pull that trigger with Kofi, and ain't no better time to shoot the shot. But regardless of that, we have got more show, and we got more show for YOU. That's you. We got plenty of more shows. It's a big day today. You'll see what I mean later. But for right now, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. One and the only triple G.O.D. live right here on Team GRF TV with the whole squadron with me. And we've got more show for you right after these commercial messages. Ooh, baby, feels so good, man. Today gonna be a good day. Trust and believe. More show after these commercial messages.